Let's see how this looks. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Make sure that's recorded because I know what happened last time and it was redonkulous. Alright guys, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ben. I do not know what I'm going to be talking about in this video. I was going to do a rant, but I don't really know. I'm totally unprepared, unscripted. I actually went on Facebook and asked my friends for video ideas, and one suggestion was that I rant about server life, or in better terms, or more commonly known as waiters. And I worked as a waiter or a server for a very long time. It was extremely stressful. The customer service industry is terrible if you're a server. If you're a server, you make $2.50 an hour, which is fucking ridiculous, because how are you expected to make ends meet? How are you expected to pay bills, get your food, pay rent, pay all of this just on tips alone? It's fucking ridiculous. It's nonsense. You get the worst types of people when you are a server. If you've ever worked in a customer service industry before, everyone basically knows to treat everyone with respect. People who worked in customer service industry know what happens, and it's the people who never worked in a restaurant, never worked as a cashier, never worked in customer service that are the dicks. If you've worked in customer service or food service before, you know the types of people I'm talking about. They're absolutely ridiculous. They have no patience. They seem to have never stepped foot into a restaurant before until that day, and they expected everything to be perfect. Granted, when you do go out to eat, you do kind of expect everything to be perfect. It's your dining experience. But if you don't know or are just adamant and refuse to accept that accidents happen or mistakes happen, those are the types of people where if you're a server, you want to pull your hair out, or you want to go into the bathroom and sob because they're just absolute dicks. One of my first serving jobs, and it was a high-end restaurant job. It was known for being high class, highbrow, like basically suit and tie. Like it wasn't like any type, like it wasn't like TGI Fridays, it wasn't like the Outback Steakhouse. Granted, those are nice restaurants, but it was a little bit of a tier higher. And this gentleman came in alone. He was so drunk. He was loud, he was rude, he was very, very demanding. And the first thing that he ordered when he sat down at the table was a Grey Goose martini. And I was trained to make it. I was, at that point in time, supposed to make my own drinks because we didn't have a bartender then. So I was making him the Grey Goose martini, and I went back to his table, set it down. I was just like, "Are you all ready to order?" And he was just like, "Yes, I would like the filet mignon, rare, and then like a side. I think it was like the mashed potatoes." And he then, while I'm still at the table, takes the martini. And if you don't drink, like if you've never had a martini, it's basically just rubbing alcohol. It's straight liquor. It's nasty. I don't understand why people do it. It's nonsense. But while I'm still at the table, and granted, once again, this guy is completely drunk before even entering the restaurant, he downs the entire thing and then orders another one, and he's slurring his speech. I'm getting a little wary because I don't know whether or not to cut him off. And I actually go up to one of my coworkers and I was just like, "Yo, this guy is completely drunk. I don't know what to do. I need help. Like this, like should I cut him off?" And she tells me to contact my manager at the time and ask him his advice. So I did, and he says serve him the next martini, the one that he ordered when he downed the one while I was at the table, but after that, do not serve him anymore. So I make him his martini, bring it to him, I set it down at his table, I shit you not, he drinks the entire thing again, and this is like 5 minutes after he's ordered. This is like maybe 10 minutes after he's been in the restaurant, 5 minutes after he's ordered. He's already had 2 martinis. That is like already like, yo, like you need to slow down. You need water, you need bread, like you need something in your stomach, because once again, he was completely drunk before even coming into this restaurant. He orders another one. I talked to my manager and I said, okay, I don't want to say his name, but okay, Mr. Manager, he ordered another one. What should I do? And he said, bring him a water, tell him that you are not comfortable with serving him another one. And at this time, this is my first time ever going to cut someone off. And I'm extremely nervous. I asked one of my other coworkers, which I'm still kind of friends with, acquaintances I should say, and she goes up to the table and she cuts him off. And so after that, the entire meal was just downhill. So the steak goes out to his table and he's in an absolute piss mood. Like, it looks like we just shot his dog. So I bring it out to him and I was just like, is there anything else I can bring for you? And he's like, no, you won't bring me alcohol. You probably won't bring me anything else. I was just like, okay, well, I'm so sorry about that. Please enjoy your meal. And I'm busy walking around doing other tables, and I come back to him, and he has half the steak eaten, like ate. It's like, yo, I see everything's tasting okay. He doesn't even give me a response. Like, it was like a grunt. Like, he was like, yeah. Like, it was just like, eh. Like, it was like that. And I was just like, okay, this guy is absolutely belligerent. He's drunk. He's an asshole. I just want to get him out of my section. And he eventually leaves. He didn't tip me basically at all, which was, I mean, I kind of expected it. But, I mean, if you go to a restaurant, like, please, contain yourself. Understand that we are servers, we are people. Like, Anyway, that was my rant for serving. I think that they should be paid more. I think they should be paid at least minimum wage, plus tips, which, because, once again, you can't really live off of just fucking tips. Like, it's, I don't know, I could make an entire video about that. And I was running out of sunlight because I keep forgetting that the sun goes down at like 5 o'clock at night. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Yeah. Anyway, so peace. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the post notification button as well so you can keep updated with me and my life. Tweet me at BenjiVW. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I still don't have an outro. Anyway, peace. Belligerent.